Okay, so picking up where we left off here, we're working with a research question that is something along the lines of um, police brutality. Um, what causes it? What defines it? Something along those lines. And so you'd have that at the end of your first worksheet and at the start of your second worksheet. And then what the second worksheet asks you to do after that is really helpful. It asks you to come up with some keywords. So they use the example of, on the worksheet, the librarians use the example of what are the best methods for teaching kids math. So some keywords they get from that are methods, teaching, learning, curriculum. For our topic, we could use words like police, brutality, African American, national anthem, things along those lines. Because you don't want to type, when you're searching for articles in a database, you don't want to type in a whole question, a whole research question, a whole sentence. You wouldn't get any results. So you just need to type in certain words. And they take you through the steps here where you can use and, so you can combine words, and then you can also use or, because some words might have synonyms, say like teach and learn, or brutality and force, things like that. So from your research question, come up with some key terms and search for those. If we go back to our handy dandy research guide for English 101, you can click on the next button down, Finding Articles. And these are some different places to find articles. Academic Search Complete is a good one. That's what we're going to use for just the example. So it's pretty straightforward. Here, you've already seen the example on the worksheet, but we might type in police here, okay, for instance. And then down here we might type in brutal. We could put an asterisk after brutal so that it finds both brutal and brutality. It'll find everything that ends with after that. So 4,000 results. That's quite a bit. We probably don't need that many results. So we might add some more terms here, say African American, because there could be all types of police brutality cases. We could have domestic violence in there too or something. So let's try that. So that narrows it down to 300. So that's a lot more helpful. You can look through 300 articles more easily, but it might help to add more things still. I'm going to try this just because I'm curious how many results we'll get. We could try national anthem. And notice I'm putting this in quotes. I put a dash between African American because that's often the case, and I put it in quotes. You could maybe even take the dash out. We might get more results. But if you put it in quotes, it'll find both those words together. So rather than finding everything with national and everything with anthem, it'll find just things that have both national and anthem. And we'll see if we get any results at all. 1 of 1. So history on Kaepernick's side. This is the San Francisco 49ers quarterback who protested it. So we at least have one result, but we might have to stick with the 300. And there are other filters you can use to narrow this. Full text will only get you articles that the library has access to full text of. If you really want an article that the library doesn't have, you can request it through interlibrary loan. But if you're getting 300 results, you might just want to work with the full text ones. And then you can also, if you were being more thorough for, say, a larger project than for this class, you'd probably want to look at all 300 and see if there are any you need. You can also filter the results here. If you look over here, there's some options. So publication date 1992 to 2016,